2001. Moscow, 2001. Okay. Moscow, 2001. Take one, A. Take one. Take three. Take one. Take one side A. Take one side A. Take one side A. First entry. Just been out shopping. Birch trees and Chekhov. Dogs with slippers on.
Sunday, 16th of December 2001. Well, I'm in Moscow, and tape is to chart the various experiences and thoughts that I have while I'm here. And as per made a stop at the supermarket, which is bloody miles away. Anyway, I've got some food, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll have something a bit more inspirational to say the next time. The next time I talk.
Children of Stalin. The lovely Masha. The Pelmani incident. Capitalist! Capitalist! The homeless Ukrainian. Avoid the police. Yes. Avoid the police. It's snowing like I've never seen it snow. It's snowing like I've never seen it snow.
It's a real mix. I'm staggering back, and it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and outside it's snowing. It is snowing like I've never seen it snow before, and it's just full. The air is thick, white with this stuff, and it blows in your eyes and up your nose and everywhere, and the sun is blotted out by this mist of snow. I'm drunk. I've been out since 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, so that's about 15 hours, and it's been a really good night, a really fucking good night. And I started off for the English first party. We were there, and we were drinking vodka and dancing, and I was late. I wasn't dancing. I was drinking and eating and talking, and Sergei was drunk, and it was lovely. And then we went to the Irish bar, which was crazy. This tiny little Irish bar, and they're singing karaoke tunes so badly, so cheesily, and I walk in and I'm grabbed by some random Russian woman who whirls me around and dances with me and pulls my hat off my head, and then I just drink. So I'm there, but I stay quite sober, and then go off to meet Tony at the casino. And the casino he fucking works at is the main of the casino. Jeez, the Shangri fucking La. It is amazing. It's just like $200 to get in, all that la-di-da. We meet him, his mate Mark, go to a bar, the last drop, then we go to the Hungry Duck, the eponymous Hungry Duck full of women, and I meet a Russian girl who's just got back from Thailand, and she was over there doing a sex show, and she was...
Okay. New Year's Eve. I began to be obsessed. The Rough Guide to Moscow. Published 2001. Moscow is all things to all people. The city is huge, surreal and apocalyptic. After a few weeks here, the bizarre becomes normal, and you realize that life is, as Russians say, без предел, without limits. Traditionally, Moscow has been a place for strangers, like me, to throw themselves into debauchery, leaving poorer and wiser. Its Puritan stance in Soviet times was seldom half that. And with the fall of communism, it has reverted to its lusty, violent ways. It has reverted to its lusty, violent ways that foreigners like me have noted with amazement over the centuries. Okay, take one side B. Stary Novi God. Stary Novi God. Soldiers on the street. No legs. 31 today. 31 today. No, not this. Went to meet the English girls.
Anyway, So, story number got. So I've got to go out and celebrate Old New Year. Didn't quite know what to do, and so I ended up going to meet the girls that I met the week before, as in Melissa and Sarah, the young punk, and Matt, the camp punk, skateboarding, non-drinking, smoking, ex-Christian. So we all go out, and as a bit of a fuck-up, I ended up going to see a film Zoolander. It was really fucking funny. I thought it was going to be shit, but I was surprised it was brilliant. And then we went out to a bar in Kuznetsky Most, next to the infamous Hungry Duck, where all the girls dance on the bar and take their clothes off and ride around each other for bottles of champagne, which is always fun to watch. Anyway, we didn't go there. So we go to this place where the vodka is 20 rubles a shot, which is fucking great. And we sit down, me and Sarah and Angie, who is Sarah and Matt's flatmate, who is a crazy little dangerous pretty girl. Angie, who is Sarah and Matt's flatmate, who is a crazy little dangerous pretty girl.
Crazy, little, dangerous, pretty. Mad little Angie, she's a good laugh. An imaginary dream. I had this imaginary dream, which obviously isn't actually a dream, it's like I'm imagining that I'm having this dream. And in this imaginary dream that I've just made up and not actually dreamt, there's a red butterfly sitting on a leaf. And it's a huge red butterfly, beautiful, beautiful, pure red. And it launches itself into the sky, and as it spreads its huge red wings like this, you see a tiny little golden hammer and sickle in the top left-hand corner. And in this imaginary dream, this Soviet butterfly flew through the Kremlin in 1956. Angela is late for her own party. 300 rubles to see a live cock. Angie's in. It's the best conversation I've had for a long time. I think I'm falling in love with Angela. Take two.
Okay, so this is testing, 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is February 14th, 2002, and got Angela here today. Привет. It's just a привет. Yeah, and she's going to говорить об очень хороший твое спектакль об меня. Правда?
Это моя. Нет. Это моя спектакль, но я и говорю about пол. Хорошо, ты вот это.
Oh, she just said about the play. It's about me, and she's going to talk about it. And
Take my time,
she's
obviously.
taking time.
Pure genius.
You're still waiting. You're still waiting. Pure genius. Still waiting.
No.
Это мой спектакль.
Where does genius accumulate?
Это мой спектакль.
Where does your genius
Oh.
accumulate in particular?
По. Это мой спектакль. О, по
My genius is
и Angela.
deep within me. It comes from a part you cannot see.
Was your genius exposed by my genius? You know, the thing that I did with the wheel and the trolley that you do that and that exposed your genius to it. Yes, so that's a yes, it is. Oh, yeah, good. Okay.
Я не
Okay. This is Valentine's night, 2002. This is Valentine's night after Valentine's Day, 2002, and I'm not in love with Angela. I'm not in love with Angela, but it's Valentine's Day, so I buy a rose. I buy a rose and I buy it for Angela and I leave it outside her door. I don't tell her I've left the rose. It's anonymous rose. I don't love her. I'm not in love with her. It's just I could buy a rose and leave it outside her door, or I could not buy a rose and leave it outside her door. So I buy a rose and I leave it outside her door. She calls me later. And she doesn't know I've left a rose outside her door. She doesn't know that. She wants to come round and clean her clothes. I've got a washing machine. So she comes round and we talk and we drink. We talk and we drink. And as we talk and as we drink, these manifestations start to occur. These characters, these inhabited universes start to appear. Let me explain. There's my imaginary flatmate, Michael. Yeah? He lives under the bed. Yeah? But don't go too close because he'll suck your soul underneath if you go too close. No, Michael, do not suck my soul under the bed. Then there's John. John is our technical manager. He lives in the big old Soviet wardrobe looming over my bed. Yeah, John! Yeah, we'll have a little bit more volume on the next one, okay? And in the kitchen, that's where Mustafa lives. Mustafa is a magic milkshake maker from Morocco. Except he's not really from Morocco, he's from London, he's in there, he's got a sunbed in there, but he makes the best milkshakes ever. Mustafa? Yeah, we'll have about 75 strawberry and vodka milkshakes, please. These people, these characters start to appear, and we have a good time. Angela tells me she's bisexual. She tells me about her bisexual adventures. And then we have sex in the kitchen. Don't worry about Mustafa, he's hiding in the fridge. Babushka hit by a car. Angela's phone call. The secret. This is never going to go anywhere. 19 years old, from Manchester. She must be completely temporary. She must be completely temporary. two refugees share a sandwich on the metro. Falling in love would be pointless. Advance to take 3. Take 3, side A. Feeling out of control. Biggest buzz. I needed to drink vodka. The Russians are friendly people. Zdrowie.
Okay, so this is the third take, and it's coming on for the end of March, so I've been here just over 3.5 months, maybe 4 months, and the last month has been the biggest blur, and the biggest blowout, and the biggest buzz, and the highest, and the lowest, and the most all over the place month that I've had here so far. So what have we been doing? So, there was that Friday, okay? We go back a week and a half now. It was Friday night and I needed to get out on my own because I was feeling out of control of the situation, that's right. And I knew that I was falling in love with her and I needed a little bounce.
It was Friday night.
We go out. I go out, I end up getting into
I needed to
I needed to drink vodka. Why did I
I needed a bit more balance, okay? I just needed a little bit more stability. I needed some time on my
So we go out.
own. So we go out.
Meet in the bar with funny door.
We meet in the bar with funny door and we have a few drinks, but then after that I go out on my own, okay? Because I just need a little bit of space. So we go out. I go out. Propaganda. It's a very nice club in Moscow. Of course, I drink.
Hopefully slightly older guys, at least I know. And they're really
go out.
friendly people.
And I'm dancing in propaganda, and I am dancing with 2 gorgeous girls. There are 2 absolutely gorgeous Russian girls that I'm dancing with. I'm having a good time out on my own, okay? This is why I came here.
Then we shoot. We
But
get
then
coffee. And
there's another girl
who
who comes over and starts dancing with me. She's got a big head, and she's got a big body, and she's got these big square glasses. She's a little bit like Thelma from Scooby-Doo, you know? And for some reason, I start dancing with this girl, with the big girl, with the Thelma from Scooby-Doo, and I don't know why I'm doing it. I feel obliged to dance with this big girl and not the 2 gorgeous girls behind me.
Beautiful girls.
I go to the toilet.
Before I know it, I'm completely
I go to the men's toilet, okay? Because I'm a man, so I go to the men's toilet. Take a piss.
They're rocks and some class A, probably E. But I don't know about this, I'm not sure. Maybe they're just drunk.
Now,
Maybe they're just drunk as I am.
I mentioned it earlier.
Anyway, there's a guy in the toilets as well.
Angela's bisexual.
And Angela's been going on
She
to me
said to
about
me,
trying it with a guy. So
trying it with a guy.
I start to talk to this guy in the toilet.
I have never done this before in my life, you know, but she said to me, she said, Paul, what are you afraid of? Why don't you just try it? So I just had a piss, and I come out of the toilet, and
he kind of didn't mind.
This
He
guy,
didn't mind, but he wanted
this
to.
guy,
He was going,
he's
no,
in the toilet, and he's just stood there.
This is my interpretation.
I
No,
go up
no,
to
no,
him
no,
and I
don't
say,
do that. I'm saying exactly the same
"Can I kiss
fucking
you?"
thing. And I ended up
And he says,
kissing him on the lips. And then
he says, no, I'm not gay.
Which was
And
fine.
I say,
Just
that's
absolutely
okay.
fine.
I'm not gay either.
So I go back.
So
And
I just go up
that's
to him.
And then there's this other girl with a big head and big hair and big ass.
kiss.
Kind of looks a little bit like
Kiss
Thelma,
this guy. The
Scooby-Doo.
first time in my life that I kissed a guy. And I feel amazing.
Gorgeous.
Not because the kiss was any good. I mean, I didn't actually want to kiss the guy. I'm sorry. But because I did something that I was afraid of. I did something I'd never ever done in my life before. I go back into the club.
Fucking Thelma.
There's Thelma. I'm dancing with Thelma. She's like, right, I'm going home. Come home with me. So I end up going home with Thelma and her boyfriend. This is really, really fucked up. So the car stops at a red light and I just get out the back. That's it. I'm out.
I don't know where the fuck we're going or what. The car pulls over a bunch of traffic lights.
Next morning, I call Angela. All I want to do is see Angela. I am aching to see Angela. So I call her. And she said, oh, how was your night? How was your night? I said, yeah, actually, do you know what? That thing that you said I should do, I did. I kissed a guy. It's like a high. And you know, it was cool. I mean, I didn't really enjoy it, but I enjoyed doing it because I'm not supposed to do it. And she was very, very quiet. She said, let's meet in Red Square. So I grabbed some bananas and some juice, I'm in my slippers, and go out to meet Angela in Red Square, and I am just so fucking happy to see her. And I can see that there's something wrong, and as she talks to me about this thing that I did that I thought she'd be proud of, I see that she's angry. She's jealous, she's pissed off, and I am so fucking happy. I am so fucking happy that she feels like that. And she says to me, okay, Paul, we need to think about this, okay? We need to think about this. I think we need to have a non-casual based relationship. Okay, yeah. A non-casual based relationship, so like a proper relationship. That's really cool. I really like that. So we take each other by the hands and we are spinning. We are spinning in the middle of Red Square. The sky is blue and everything is fucking wonderful. Just then, we start to have a fight. There's bananas. Apple juice, the bananas and the apple juice just get spread all over the place, and the next thing we know, we're on the metro. Yeah? We're on the metro and we're just flipping out for no particular reason and singing made-up songs. You are you, I am me, we are we are we are we. You are you, I am me, we are we are we are we. You are you, I am me, we are we are we are we. And Jenkins, pожалуйста. Пожалуйста, деньги. Деньги, пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. Пожалуйста, деньги. 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 Then, with the imaginary money that we got, we decided to take imaginary drugs. Oh. But we took too many. It's alright! It's alright, don't worry! We're getting off! We're getting off on the next stop! Do svidania! Do svidania!
About her pain, her jealousy, her twang of when I told her about
that night, we decide to meet our friends. We're going to celebrate. For the first time, we're going out as boyfriend and girlfriend. And I feel fucking wonderful. So, we go to the real McCoy's. It's a kind of a spoof bootlegger's bar. The vodkas are very cheap, and they're very big. So, we drink some vodka, and our friends arrive. Everybody's getting very drunk, very happy on vodka. The boys are dancing, the girls are dancing, everybody's having a really good time. Angela, I tell you what, when she dances, oh my God, it's an amazing thing to behold. The energy, the freedom. She's dancing with Tanya, and Tanya's a small, pretty Russian girl with dreadlocks, and in fact, I think Angela did her dreadlocks, and you should see the way that they move together, the way the synergy, the intimacy, the connection. This is, oh my God, like this is really fucking bad. Okay? So I go and take Angela to talk to her in the toilets. Angie, look, please. I know that you're friends with Tanya, but if you recall, this morning we decided that we were going to have a non-casual based relationship. Yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. So like, if you don't, I mean, I don't mind you dancing. You can dance with anybody you want, of course. But just, do you know what I mean? There's a bit of chemistry between you, yeah? So, had the conversation. We leave the toilet, and as we leave this toilet, the door opens in the next toilet, and Tanya comes out of the next toilet and looks us straight in the eye. I go back to the bar. I have some more vodka, and the end of the evening comes. The club starts to empty, and Tanya and Angela are nowhere to be seen. I know where they are. Angela! Angela, can you come out now, please? Tanya, could you bring Angela up to the toilets, please? She's my girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, can you come out, please?
We go to
eventually,
what's it called? Bootleggers.
Tanya carries Angela out to the toilet. And her flatmates arrive, and they explain to me that the best thing that should happen is if they take Angela home with them, because that would be best. No. Look, I'm really sorry, but you don't understand. That's my girlfriend, okay? That's my girlfriend, and we're seeing each other, so I think it's far better if Angela comes home with me, okay? Yeah? No, please, no, you cannot. Tanya, you cannot take Angela home, no! So, somehow I convinced them. We leave the club, we collapse outside the metro station. Now, we were not having sex, we were not having a fight. The police report was totally inaccurate.
How is it that I know
From the corner of my eye, I see a blue light on top of a lad. And the militia, the policeman, come over, they pick us up, and they take us in the back of the police lard. This is the first time I have ever been arrested. This is the first time I've ever been in a police car. And I assume they're taking us to the police station. But no. They take us to this big building. We go into this big building and you go inside, and it is white. It is pure white inside this big bright building. And there's a babushka in a nurse's uniform here, and another babushka in a nurse's uniform here, and they are very serious babushki. First of all, you have to blow into a breathalyzer. I get it. They're measuring how drunk we are. The next thing they make you do, there's a white line down the middle of the floor. And they ask me to walk the line with your hands behind your back.
The fucking Angela and Tanya end up in a toilet cubicle together. Okay? Now,
so I walk the line.
Am I pissed off?
I try to stick to the rule. You have to remain within the parameters. The parameters that other people give you, or the parameters that you give yourself.
Now, I have got Sergey and Tanya.
I made it! I made it to the end of the line!
getting very fucking...
Angela, on the other hand, collapses at the beginning of the line.
Starts to get verbally a little bit assertive.
We're in the back of the police larder.
There's no police.
The next thing we know, we do eventually arrive at the police station and we are put into cells. For the first time in my life, 31 years old,
So I said, right. There's a little patch of grass.
I'm in a police cell.
Unfortunately, as soon as we go in, that's
But the great thing about this police cell is,
Now,
Angela is in the cell next door. Angela! Yeah, you okay? Yeah, I'm good.
on her back on the grass.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Sitting on top of her.
Okay,
I don't know exactly
I'll see you in the morning.
the police
I
report
love you!
behind the metro, and that's not true. We were definitely in front of the metro, doing what? I honestly can't remember. Anyway, we're doing whatever we
It's the
do.
first time I've been in a police cell. It's the first time I've been locked up like that. The first time I've been arrested, and yet I couldn't be more happier. I couldn't be more content and comfortable, locked away in that cell.
And they are taking us down station. Now, it is for a little bit of a haze.
I scratch our names in the bench.
Relatively sensible. Angela is not. She is completely, absolutely arsehole. We get to the station.
I sleep.
She puts up a big fight and they start to speak.
Sounds a cliche, but I'm woken up in the morning by the sound of keys. The policemen go past my cell and they open Angela's cell next door. Her flatmates are with her. They've come to collect her. So they go and get Angela. They carry her out of the cell and they walk past my cell and I step up to take a look.
We are marched into this.
And she is white
room
and lifeless. She is white and lifeless, like pale, like a sheet of paper. And I say, no. If they have done anything to her, I will fucking.
Find out how drunk you are.
And just as I'm about to do whatever I can do, locked in a cell, she opens her eyes and she beams at me. And I am, oh my God, I am so fucking relieved and so fucking out of my depth in this situation.
Next, we go down the I ran outside. Once we got the results, we packed it back in the car, we're back down the station. Now, as soon as we get back down the station,
Take 4.
I wonder what's going to happen. What's going to happen? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's great. It's all really great. But it's not as if I'm not in awe of her or anything. It's just I'm really surprised by the fact that we connect, we get on each other so different fucking levels. The question is, am I gonna trust that? Am I gonna trust it? Am I gonna let myself go? Am I gonna jump? Or do I save myself?
Am I going to let myself go? Am I going to jump? Or do I save myself?
Try to save myself. Monday today. I said goodbye to her this morning. Got out and did my stuff today. Well, work for an hour. Beginning of the week. Kevin found out. Came to see Kevin. Life is pretty fucking intense. Which is great. That's why I came.
Oh shit! Oh, I fucking love you. I love you. Oh my heart, I love you. And I wish I could say it more freely. I love you. When I go home, I love you. And when I go to sleep, I love you. And when I wake up in the morning, I love you. And when I go to work, I still love you. And I think about you on the metro, and I think about you on the way to the shop. And I think about you until I see you again. And when I see you again, I know that I love you even more than I knew before. And thank you. Thank you for making me feel like this. And just know that you, oh my God, you are so special. And you make me smile, and you make me want to dance on the metro, and you make me want to sing in the middle of the road, and you make me want to smile at the people who serve me behind the counter, and you make my day, genuine, and I'm with you all the time, even when I'm not with you, because I think about you every minute, every day.
Did you know that the dogs in Moscow take the metro? At first I thought they were just doing it to keep warm. But they get on the metro, then they go however many stops they want to go, and they walk out again. This is the street dogs, you know, the wild dogs on the street. They use the metro. So we carried on doing this thing that we were doing. We carried on, and it was good. It was good. It was it was intense, and it carried on. And then one day I spotted Angela in the internet cafe, and we really associated with the dogs in Moscow. We felt like a pair of wild dogs, and so I got, you know, those little toy dogs, you know, the little whoa 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 whoa. I got one of these. I bought one like for 20 rubles off this guy, and I took this little yappy dog into the internet cafe, and I put it up on the monitor. Whoa 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 whoa. But somehow I put it on the wrong monitor. So there was some very, very confused Russian person. So I walked up behind Angela, and I was about to kiss her or put my hands over her eyes when I saw the email that she was writing. I leapt in to her and I said, "Is it true?" And she looked at me and she said, "Yes." I was really fucking angry. Oh my God, I was so fucking angry. How can for somebody to have that power to be able to do that, to just go, stop, okay. So she lost her job because she got arrested. And because she lost her job, she didn't have any particular reason to be in Moscow anymore. Like no particular reason. So she she was going back. She was going back because she was going to university. So it was very, very reasonable. It was all reasonable. If I was in her situation, I'd feel the same. But I was angry. I was really fucking angry at the time. And she came round, and I tried not to be angry. We didn't know what to do, so we just did what we usually do, and we drank. We drank some vodka, and bit by bit, as the vodka went down, talked it through, and it was just the situation that we just had to face. We just had to face this situation that she was going back, and this thing, whatever this thing is, whatever this thing was that was happening in Moscow, in us, then that would just have to end or start again at some other point in time. We got a second bottle, we probably got a third bottle, there was a range of bottles on the table by the time I dropped one of the shooters and smash! The shooter glass smashed on the floor. And then Angela did something. She did something. She picked up a piece of the broken glass and she said, "Can I cut you?" Of course. I've never done it before. I've never wanted to do it. I'm afraid of doing it, so yes, of course. So she took off my top, and she cut me with a piece of glass, just by here, like this. And it hurt, but it was my choice. I owned it, so it didn't really hurt. And then she gave the piece of broken glass to me, and so I cut her here under the right breast. And then I don't know if it was then or thinking about it now, but you know what? There was a time. I could remember a time when I did want to do this. There was a time when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I really wanted a blood brother. You know? Like somebody who I respected, somebody who I felt an intense connection with, somebody who I could make an eternal oath to our bond. So I said, "Hey, do you want to be my blood sister?" "Of course," she said. "Okay, great." So I took her hand. Here, the thumb. Very carefully. Very carefully. I'm using the glass and just cut. And then I gave her the piece of broken glass. Put my hand here. And she pushed very hard. I remember it being very hard. Oh, that is whoa! All I could do was hold her hand because the fucking pain, that is hard. And my blood ran down her arm, and her blood ran down my arm. And I don't know where we are or what we're doing, but we are somewhere where I've never been before, and we are together for eternity. we had a little bit of time left before she was leaving, so I thought I'd arrange another magical mystery tour. So I looked up in my guidebook. Somewhere outside Moscow. Let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere nice. So, here we go. Suzdal. Suzdal. Suzdal is a Russian fairy tale vision of onion domes above meadows and woods beside the meandering Kamenka River, spanned by wooden footbridges and green with reeds and lilies in the summertime. It looks gorgeous, whatever the season, but especially in winter, blanketed with snow. Suzdal became the religious center of medieval or Kievan Rus, when the Kievan Rus Empire spread east into what we now know as Russia. In its heyday, Suzdal had 50 churches, monasteries and cathedrals. As the town covers only 7 square kilometers, you can comfortably explore it on foot. So, we took the dog. We took the dog. The dog is the nickname for the train that goes out of Moscow. You take the dog, you go to Vladimir, then you get on the little minibus. The minibus takes you to Suzdal, and Suzdal is better than the book describes it. It is picture card perfect. It is beautiful. We walk around, we feed the chickens, we go to the churches, we have some normal times together. But then we get bored of that. So we buy some things. There's lots of little knick-knack stalls. They sell us flags and clackers. This is the local tourist industry. We have a little drink and we wander around celebrating our last magical mystery tour in Russia. Russia! 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 But then the night approaches and we're hungry, and I'm aware that it's time for our last supper. We need to eat something. So we decide we're going to have a fire. We're going to camp out. We're going to have a fire. But the snow's just melted. Everything's wet, so there's no fire anyway. But we've still got the sausages that we bought. So we wander into the village looking for a restaurant or somewhere we can cook our sausages. Then we find something. In the center of the town, next to Lenin, there's this big monument. Yeah? It's a big monument with a list of names. And in front of the list of names, there's a flame. This is the memorial to all of the Soviets who gave their lives in the Second World War, the great patriotic war, you know? Did you know that Russia won the war? Did you know that? Because when I was in school, I was taught that it was the Americans and the British who won the Second World War. But then you go to Russia and you talk to the Russians, and they tell you how many Soviet citizens died. 27 million. 27 million died to stop the fascists, to stop the Nazis, and they pushed them all the way back from Moscow, all the way back to Berlin. They won the war, and they are proud. They are proud of the fact that they won the great patriotic war, their war. And today, they are as proud as they ever have been of that incredible sacrifice that these 27 million people gave their lives. And to mark this, in every town and in every city is a flame, the eternal flame to the Soviet citizens who made that sacrifice. So, we sat down next to the flame. We found some sticks. and we barbecued our sausages. We barbecued our sausages. And we drank vodka. And we talked to each other, we told each other the mythology of our fucking crazy time in Russia together. And we laughed, and we cried, and we ate sausages. And we held each other. We held each other maybe for the last time. Then, once we'd finished the vodka, we finished the sausages, it was time to go back. It was time to go back to a hotel. And we were just going when she said, hang on. I just said, hang on. Let's put it out. Okay. Oh, put it out. Yeah, okay. So, I started to piss on the eternal flame. But you know what? There's a lot of gas in Russia. So my piss just wasn't enough to put it out. So I gave up. And I thought we were going back to the hotel. But just then, I heard a sound. I turned around and I saw Angela, who'd lifted up her skirt, dropped her knickers, tilted her pelvis forwards, and a thick fountain of piss was going directly into the nozzle of the eternal flame. And it went out. October 2023. Sophia. Just made a performance. Well, I think it's a performance. Maybe it's not a performance. Just made a performance about you, Angela. And yeah, I'm 52 years old now, so you would be 40? 40. Doesn't seem so bad now. And actually I tried to write you an email to tell you about the fact that I was going to do this. I wrote the email, but I didn't send it, because I was afraid of what might happen if you wrote back. Which is strange, considering you're the person who stopped me being afraid of doing stuff. I hope you're good. I know you've got a kid. You sent me an email about 12 years ago telling me you've got a kid. I've got a kid too. I'm married. I'm very happily married. I've got a lovely family. And yeah, I always said that one day I'd send you these tapes, so maybe I will. But then, you haven't replied to any of my emails for 12 years, which maybe is a good thing. I don't know. I suppose I always hope that one day we could meet again? And if we did, like if we did meet again, what if we could have a coffee, go for a walk, do something really, really ordinary? Because we never could do that. We never could do that. Yeah, so let's get together sometime, or you might hate that idea and do something really, really ordinary. I like that.
Jenkins performance, Moscow love story. I know it's late and we all want to go home, but I just want to ask you something. Tomorrow there will be a big discussion about all the performances that you've seen, but since I saw the rehearsals and the performances of both the artist troupe that performed today, there was some connection that we made between these performances, and I would say that this connection is one word. This word is a memory. The first performance is about a memory a long, long time ago. And the second one is for a memory that is close, but still a long, long time ago. So I have a question for you. What is the meaning of memory in theater? What is the reason to remember? Why do we want to go back? Why do we want to recreate? Why do we want to be somewhere else in time? I know it's late for this kind of question, but I think that Paul made it very easy to answer.
To live it again with your current self?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
To live it again with your current self.
To live it again with your current self. And why in front of other people? Why not just for you?
It's just a form of catharsis, I think, to kind of grapple with what those memories actually mean to who you are now.
Mm-hmm. Someone else wants? Yeah?
What it was and what it could have been.
So, can we say that the artist needs to go back in time with other people holding his hand, meaning the audience? Because I felt that what Paul did is that he grabbed our hands and take us back to a very beautiful and very bittersweet story, but we were all there with the silence at the end. So we see why the artist needs to do that, by why do we go back with him? Why not stay here and now? This is not our story. Why do we want to be there?
Is it not?
Is it? I don't know. I'm just saying things, but maybe I'm not right. Is it your story?
I think it's everyone's story.
Yeah.
With other names, other places, other people.
So it's not Moscow love story, it's our love story. Someone else?
I think that in every really good performance, you can recognize yourself. So this is the good performance is like a model, like a mirror for our own image. So that's why we recognize ourselves in these stories. We recognize our fears. We recognize how proud we are when we break the fears, and that's so beautiful. Yeah, very personal.
So if someone else wants to share something at the end?
I want to share.
Yes, of course.
Look at what pretty shirt I have.
I think mine is more, I like mine more because it's white and
And I like mine more. And you can have like mine shirt or
mine.
Georgie's shirt. Get from Dara those lists and get stamps. And if you collect enough stamps, you'll give it as a gift from the festival. So don't hesitate. They're there. And be with us tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow.
What time is the discussion?
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock there is a discussion with to 1 o'clock, yes. In the afternoon we will discuss all the performances that we have seen with our special guest.
And will they get stamps also for the discussion?
Yes.
Okay, so you're welcome.
From 7:30 you can see Airi Suzuki's performance from Japan, and from 8:30 Andrea Hako performance from the Netherlands, right?
Austria.
Austria slash, is there a close, right? So it's okay, so have a good evening. Thank you very much for being our guest tonight, and take a good rest.